From the Queen City, downtown Charlotte, North Carolina, the Big Three on CBS. That it all begins with Joe Johnson after the 27-point performance last week. Jason Terry slows it.
No, year two was like, okay, this is serious. Now year three, the competition has gotten better, the talent has got better, and the expectations of the audience, TV and live, have also grown because of the product that was put on the floor the previous 2 years.
So Jannero Parker gets it started. You're playing to 50, have to win by 2. You got a 14-second shot clock. And then, of course, the biggest wrinkle, the 4-point shot.
Other than Hawkins. So both teams still trying to figure out each other and how they can, best play together.
Patrick O'Brien, the 7-footer out.
A little bit more challenging to kind of get the motor running and get into a rhythm in an early game you're accustomed to playing a little bit later.
Nice move inside. Hawkins gets the bucket. David.
Some rhythm, you sweat a little bit more, you get some layups, and now that jump shot becomes a little more fluid, like that one right there. You see what I'm saying? Like off the ball movement, Joe posts up.
Hawkins backs down, draws the double, and creates 3 for Gene.
Competitive. So at the end of the day, you're playing in front of a live audience on TV and a crowd. You want to win, and you want to look good while you're doing it.
Johnson draws the D, creates for Pargo an early recipe for the...
Pay close attention because, it's hard to stop anybody one-on-one, like the move right here with James White.
Aggressive.
Well, you have so much more of the court to work with, too. The quarter is empty. On the backside, the help is laid on Al Jefferson. So, one-on-one defense, especially 3-on-3, is at a premium.
All right, let's talk about
defense a little bit more.
Good screen from Jefferson for Johnson. In the two-man game, Jefferson gets it back, and Joe Johnson is distributing early.
Well, person in the team, I still think, a team like Power, a beautiful pass that played together, same continuity.
This is another runner. Yeah, I would know what my role is on that team, no question about it, just like today. Johnson off the head fake, and now creates Jefferson. Wide open. How about a second chance?
All right, here we go.
Pargo left alone, and now a third chance. Now that's a little more comfortable for Jefferson, but he still couldn't finish.
Opportunity for his teammates.
Chris Johnson into the game for Triplets. Joe Johnson, tough floater. Starting to get it rolling. ISO Joe Johnson.
All right, I'm with ISO Joe, a.k.a. Joe Yoga. Joe, how do you feel about being back in Charlotte playing Big Three basketball?
It feels great, man. Opportunity to come out, mix and mingle with the fans, have fun, good competition.
Now, these guys are starting to double you early. What are you going to do to keep them off you?
As long as my guys making shots, we're going to be all right.
All right, Jason Terry is trying to crash this interview. Guys.
Into the post, trying to post up Jason Terry. And now, how about that with the hammer? Johnson
was smart enough not to stay stagnant and dove down the lane to get that easy shot.
There, Jason Terry feeling it.
Is that what he needs right now? They're able to knock in that first shot.
And now you got to go to work on the post again. Joe Johnson clearly trying to take advantage of that matchup on the post, and there is why the ISO. Arroyo trumps it off for Young. Off the double. Right back, and a quick trigger for Carlos Arroyo.
And that could be, if guys double team, it's tougher to double team when you have shooters. So Carlos being a part of this is huge for Trilogy.
Joe Johnson step back three, and he's starting to get the shot down. Well, yeah, Cube thought Carlos Arroyo was ready for a big day today. Young down the baseline. Arroyo finds Terry, attacking Johnson down the baseline. Terry tries to drop it off into the hands of Al. Anderson resets it. Jefferson turnaround on O'Brien. That big man matchup. Lisa Leslie loving the effort from Al Jefferson. The former Arkansas Razorback from Little Rock, Arkansas. Anderson floater goes. Allen Anderson from
quote-unquote mouse in the house, and he took advantage of it by backing Gibson down into the lane, using that big body once again to get inside.
And then he takes it right at Allen Anderson.
Tougher for the defense to kind of recover to get back to you.
Here's Johnson just inside the 4-point look. So that counts for 3. But Joe
just squared up his feet and his shoulders and knocked in an easy 3.
Terry, long 2. Into the hands of Johnson. So right back up. And an easy 2.
A real good combination from a guard perspective with Joe, Allen Anderson, and Pargo. But having Jefferson, you see a great move by James White to kind of anchor inside defensively. That's when you can drive by and create some opportunities.
White takes it right at Joe Johnson.
Well, that's one way to slow.
Double ball back to Trilogy. Hawkins Euros his way to the hoop. And 1. Taking it right at Gibson. You knew that Joe in the early game was going to get at least 1 up. Anderson bumped again. Floater over Arroyo. Boy, second. Double on Joe Johnson. Jefferson. Back to the weak side, Allen Anderson. Triplets. 3-ball.
Access, Big Al Jefferson. What do you think of this inside-out game you and ISO Joe have created so far with the triplets?
Remind me of the old school NBA.
What do you like about it?
You know, just playing inside out, you know, and that's the old school game, and that game always worked.
How do you feel being back in Charlotte playing ball?
Oh, it's always good to be, this is my home away from home, so it's always good to come back here.
All right, well, good luck in the second half, Al.
Thanks.
Fellas, I might hashtag that also.
The Emmy award-winning Michael Rappaport never disappoints.
Give him another one.
Appreciate that, Jack.
He's talking about the old school game. 14 NBA seasons. He has, well, just like that. Just take. I mean, that's easy money, right?
Wide open. So that's just smart basketball, you know.
And it gets back to D'ing it up on the perimeter on White.
Yeah.
Arroyo, good dish. White, triple off a great look from Carlos Arroyo.
Yeah, now it's only a 6-point game, which is good for Trilogy, who has kind of struggled to kind of get themselves in this game. Now, defensively, can they get the stops they need to really get in here and maybe take control?
Well, it's starting with Patrick O'Brien, who is come back, beginning with defense.
Yeah, 2 tough possessions that time by the Triplets. To give credit to Trilogy defensively. Now you able to take advantage of it once again.
ISO Joe.
Hey, listen, I'm not the smartest, but I ain't the dumbest either.
And he finds Jefferson slipping. And frustration because Trilogy still doesn't have an answer.
Get to the free throw line, then you retain the ball. So that's a way right there that you score and can control the game. And now Trilogy finding shooting and scoring, but decision-making. And he's made some great decisions down the stretch of this game.
12-full run, Trilogy. Jefferson in tied around Young. So Patrick O'Brien have to win by 2. So urgency here for Trilogy to avoid 0-2. Joe Johnson rips it away. Easy bucket for Joe.
And Joe.
2, so Triplets 5 points away from a win.
Well, Triplets have 5 team fouls. Why not? Okay, take that shot. Never mind. But why not? You'll put a lot of pressure on the defense, man.
Sam Young gets a task now. There's the 4-point shot from Joe. 49 on the board for Triplets. Big 3, raise up. Desperation now for Trilogy. Arroyo.
Great defense that time by Pargo.
Young step in 3. Well short. There's Joe to end it. Joe Johnson. Little Rock, give him the rock. For the Triplets in the win.
Well, definition of a problem child is Joe Johnson. He gives it to you any way you want. In the post, outside, he was the first to take a 4-point shot this afternoon. He was the first to make it on that one. And again, the ability for Joe to stretch the defense. And then, that time, Carter, he knew to take it right back up for the game winner.
Dude, guess who Michael's with? Joe Johnson.
All right, I'm with Joe Johnson, ISO Joe, Yoga Joe, the problem child. Joe, you launched your first 4-point shot of your Big 3 career. What do you think of that 4-pointer?
It's so deep, man. Guys really not going to guard you out there, especially clutch in the game. I knew he was going to sag off. He looking for the pick. I'm just going to pull up and let it ride.
Now, you and Al Jefferson are establishing a good, tough, hard to deal with in and out. Speak on that.
I mean, Big Al a load down there. You know, once he made his mind up today, he wanted to get a bucket. That's what he did. So we just need him to keep playing like that.
All right, so 2 games. You clearly have been the best player in the league. What can we expect from you from the rest of the season?
Man, this is therapy for me, man. I just come out enjoy the great competition, have fun with it, and man, just looking forward to each game.
Now, I saw this morning you took a yoga class, a 60-minute.
You never seen me this morning, man.
Why was it too early? I was up early too, man. I was ready to get my yoga on too, man.
Right, I get up in the morning, man. I had to get it in. These early games, so I got to get moving way before 12, 1 o'clock.
All right, well, you're looking fantastic out there. Keep going. Can't wait to see you in week 3, man.
Thank you, man.
All right, Joe. Fellas, that's what you call more unprecedented access.
Namaste, Joe Johnson. He gets a